For so many businesses, the finance department can feel like it's in a constant state of, well, chaos. Today, we're going to dig into how you can transform that spiraling disorder into streamlined, efficient control.
So, let me start with a question that might hit a little too close to home. Does it ever feel like your finance team is just constantly putting out fires? Like they're always busy, but true productivity, actually getting ahead, feels just out of reach? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone.
That feeling, it actually has a name. It's financial chaos. And it doesn't just feel bad. It shows up in some really specific ways. So let's break down the common signs that your current system might be holding you back.
Okay, these struggles are incredibly common. We're talking about that endless, soul-crushing manual data entry, the stress of tax deadlines that always seem to sneak up, and those awkward conversations with vendors because payments are late again. When your team is just swamped with repetitive tasks and you have zero real-time visibility into your finances, it is a recipe for burnout.
And here is the absolutely crucial point. This isn't just a headache for your bookkeeper. These little operational issues, they create this massive ripple effect that slows down your entire business, from high-level strategy all the way down to your supplier relationships.
So how do you fix this? The solution isn't just about hiring more people or throwing another piece of software at the problem. It actually requires a fundamental shift in your whole approach, and that shift is towards outsourcing.
Now, to be really clear, when we say outsourcing, we don't just mean offloading a few tasks you don't want to do. We're talking about a strategic redesign of your entire financial workflow, building a new, much more efficient system right from the ground up.
So how does this redesign actually create control? I mean, it's not magic, right? It's all about putting proven systems and processes in place that replace that chaos with total clarity. Let's look at how it works under the hood.
This slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the chaos, the manual entry, the frantic approvals. And on the right, you see the control that outsourcing brings: automated data capture, a systematic filing process, standardized documents. It is a complete operational upgrade.
It really all boils down to a few key things. First, structured processes streamline everything. Then, automation, using software to actually read invoices and categorize expenses. It takes over all that repetitive work. This frees up your team and drastically reduces errors. And finally, you get this huge boost in accuracy and compliance, with expert reviews to minimize any costly risks.
Okay, so once you have that financial control locked in, the benefits start to spread way beyond just the finance department. A stable financial core creates this amazing positive ripple effect across your entire organization.
Think about it. When your team is no longer buried in all those routine tasks, they can finally focus on what truly matters. I mean, imagine your best people dedicating their brainpower to business strategy, to long-term financial planning, to actually driving growth. That's the real strategic advantage we're talking about here.
And that ripple effect is so powerful. Your leadership team can suddenly make better decisions because they have accurate, real-time data. Paying people on time strengthens your vendor relationships, which gives you more negotiating power. And this is a big one. Your operations become scalable, totally ready for growth, without all the usual friction.
Let's get even more specific. So take tax prep. Outsourcing that means you stay compliant and you can just say goodbye to all that last-minute filing stress. Or for accounts payable, it means way faster processing, fewer errors, and a much, much clearer picture of your cash flow. Both of these are absolute game changers for any business.
Okay, this all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you make the switch? The good news is, it doesn't have to be this massive, overwhelming project. It can be a managed, step-by-step process.
But before you jump in, it's really important to know the common mistakes. The biggest one? Waiting too long, only acting when the chaos is completely unbearable. Another one is just trying little partial fixes instead of a full redesign. And of course, choosing the right partner is absolutely critical to your success.
So here's a simple, really practical plan. Start by just assessing your biggest pain points. Figure out what the most repetitive tasks are. Then start small, maybe just with tax prep or accounts payable. From there, you can gradually expand as you start to see the benefits and track the improvements. It's a totally manageable and proven approach.
Ultimately, it really all comes down to this simple but powerful idea. If your finance function feels chaotic, that's not a sign that you're failing. It's just a sign that you've outgrown your current systems. The solution isn't to push your team harder, it's to give them a smarter way to work.
And that brings us right to the final question.
By redesigning your financial workflows through smart outsourcing, you can genuinely transform your operations from disorganized and reactive to efficient and strategic. So, are you ready to make that trade?